table.
So, so we're gonna go ahead and pause the recording then, so Stay Scatters to go get some more booze.
No. I have some. I just need harder. Okay, you know what? Okay, yeah.
Yep.
I knew where that was gonna go.
Reach down out of screen and pull up 2 bottles of wine and be like, I don't know where these are.
Ah.
Get the fucking bottle again. Jesus Christ.
I don't know where these came from. They're here.
It's magic.
It's
You
magic. I don't have any bottles of stuff. No, I don't.
You have no bottles of nothing?
Nothing. No. Dude, what I have is peppermint vodka. That's it.
Okay.
Literally, who would ever fucking buy that?
It was a stupid little gift that my parents had gotten at one of the Elks meetings, and they just had it since last year, and no one's ever drank it because, again, who the fuck would drink peppermint vodka?
Shots of that. It's like melted toothpaste.
No. I thought about putting it in my coffee at some point, but I was like, nah, nope.
Feel that.
Have rum, but it's like, bleh, rum takes forever to get someone drunk.
Grab it and drink it straight out of the bottle.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I could.
Yeah,
What?
It's you, buddy. Like, you're pretty much a lightweight. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you can't down a fifth of SoCo, bro.
Oh God, don't remind me of SoCo now.
Oh, listen. You know, there's you know.
This should be like,
You can't, Tom. If memory serves right, you can't down a fifth of SoCo either.
Oh, I can't. SoCo is my worst enemy.
If we're being honest, none of us can down a fifth of SoCo and be okay.
Is it?
SoCo brings about some dark days.
Those were dark days.
That was about the time Scatters drowned in the pool.
I've, dude.
He passed out face down on the floaty.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't gonna drown. If I fell in, I'd wake up and be fine.
Oh,
it was one of the times that he passed out face down on a floaty.
Yeah.
That was like the 5th or 6th episode, wasn't it? So
yeah, it was.
Wouldn't this roughly be right around like the 1-year anniversary of that then?
Tom, that doesn't mean go get yourself a bottle to celebrate the anniversary.
It does.
That's next weekend because I mean he's gonna be down here and drink with us next weekend.
Are you?
Like a man.
Like a real man.
Weekend. I'm fucking off work.
Cause we want the single ladies.
The single ladies. The single ladies.
It's not happening, guys. I'm sorry. Even her single friends aren't around this weekend, and she's off all weekend.
I wonder if Tom would date my friend whom I'm
working to talk.
Sitting for.
No, doubtful.
All
right, so tonight our main topic of conversation is going to be
it's not my dating life.
It's not Tom's dating life. Is the 2 episodes The Long Game and Father's Day.
So it is my dating life and The Long Game.
It is your dating life. And he's a father, so I mean, it all kind of
it's all
the same thing. So it's going to be our main topics tonight. A little bit of news that did come out this week. I think it was last Saturday, actually. Gallifrey 1 was officially postponed until 2020. So
2021?
Until 2020. Oh no, we've already missed it.
2022.
I said 2022.
No, you said 20.
Not even. Oh yeah.
I got it.
2022.
Sorry. Yes, so not till 2022. Yeah, Casey wanted a break anyway, so I don't know why. I mean, it's amazing.
I just want to be able to do something else during Valentine's Day, just once.
I mean, you get sex. Isn't that all you need?
No.
Oh, damn! I thought it was.
I guess it doesn't really have anything. I don't like committing to doing the same thing every time at the same time of year, like every year.
What a convention is.
I want to use my money on some other things.
Okay. Note to self: she's not going to Gala anymore. She'll go every other year.
Yes.
We'll just leave her here.
Okay.
Every other year. Are you kidding? If I were ever to not be there, you know
so much
that
cable.
there's a girl. Gross. Why would you poop on people?
What the fuck?
That's what laying cable means.
So much cable.
It means to defecate, okay? It means to defecate on someone.
Please don't poop on
I would
anyone
be-
at the Doctor Who convention.
Cleveland
No.
Steamer.
I would be
Gross.
so just.
The rolling brownout.
Tyrell,
Man. Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Oh,
there's no one there to fuck.
No, there's that one
There
that
is.
comes back every year.
Oh,
that
I know which. I know. Yeah,
you know the
I
one.
know.
She
I
shows
know.
up,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
that
yeah,
color,
yeah,
we're like,
yeah,
"Who
yeah.
are you?" And she's all like, "That." We're like, "Oh yeah."
Boobies! And you're like, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Do you
true.
remember her name at all?
No,
No.
we're not going to talk about it, even if we do. That's not
That means
appropriate.
you're
Yeah,
the
that's-
one
that
who
is not
remembers, 'cause I
appropriate.
should have fucked out. I am usually just
Tom's eating a Twizzler.
Quiz.
blatantly just hammered at that point. So
Although, you know what's going to be disappointing about that, though, is
I don't get to.
all of your male friends. Oh, wait, let me rewind. None of your male friends will be getting laid in 2021 because that's where they pick up every girl they date for the whole next like 6 to 8 months. No one in
Oh,
specific.
Wow. Anybody on the live stream and the listeners of the podcast.
I don't
right
pick
now,
up. I didn't.
That was. Call
Yeah.
the
You want to
ambulance,
try
'cause-
Uh,
again?
That's not the only. No, because after. No. Bullshit. Okay, bullshit. Because there was multiple after galley, so you can kiss my ass. That was. I picked up one at galley, but I didn't. You know. You got fall in love over mine. Love you, buddy.
Alright, next topic, Father's Day.
Wow. You guys are some brutal sons of bitches. That was wow.
Oh.
Take Tom to the burn unit because he needs it.
Oh.
He'll be fine.
His little
Are those
face.
tears of sadness or tears of laughter?
No, dude, my fucking eye just got really irritated.
Oh.
And it's been fucking. I can't even open it right now. Look at this
I'm
eye.
so sorry.
It's like.
Tom.
I look like I'm fucking crying.
No.
I look like I'm crying, but my eye is burning
Muffin,
right now, and I don't know why.
We're here for you. Everything's gonna be okay.
Oh my god,
The
I have no
sun is
eye
getting
drops
real
either.
Low in the sky, buddy.
Fuck you.
Real low in the sky.
Soft kitty warm.
Oh
my
god.
Patty purr.
Jesus.
Oh, kitty purr, purr, purr.
I don't know where my eye
You're
drops
doing
are.
great, big guy.
Thanks,
You
gonna
are
man.
make it.
so.
Oh my god, look, it's like on fire, dude.
It's on fire.
Anyway,
He walked
So
off screen
Father's-
and stabbed him real hard, so it turned red. Like,
Yeah, he's like, you fucking bitch. Why are you crying?
keep it clean. You'll get a sty. Did you piss in the middle of the road?
That
no,
was-
I was laying cable.
that was
Who's
the-
gonna be pink eye.
That was the most like random sentences ever. Like
No,
it,
from the Midwest, it's really not.
I've never
You're
heard
white
of that.
trash. You should know
I
this.
never heard of it.
Good.
Never heard of it.
You get styes by pissing in the middle of a road.
You don't piss in the middle of the road, you'll get a sty.
Don't piss in the middle of the road.
Don't do it.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Do you not pee in the middle of the road ever? Do you ever go backwoods driving, drinking 12-pack of beer?
Hitting a roadie.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
piss in a bush
backwoods
or in the back
grabs,
or in the woods. I don't piss in a road.
For a crick.
Sometimes you're on a gravel road looking at crops, bro. You got to
Oh,
stop
yeah.
off, take a little pisser.
Mhm.
No.
What the fuck is happening right
I've never-
now?
I've
Let's
never-
get
I've
back
never-
to the-
I've never been on a gravel road by crops, if I'm being
You're in
honest.
your backseat, you realize you've had a few too many, and you're like, I gotta.
Okay,
pee.
enough.
You run out of beer. Once you finish a couple beers, you get in the back of the
Don't
truck. You
hit
just
the
get a
loose
couple more.
chat on the side of the road. That's the way you have to park in the middle whenever you stop to take the pee. And don't walk real far out in front of the truck. You got to stay real close to the grill. Otherwise, everybody will see your ass.
Are you guys watching a lot of Letterkenny lately?
Nope.
Nope,
Hmm.
not at all. This is 100% true. How we talk.
They are from Missouri.
We are from
Misery.
Misery. We are
Missouri.
from the misery.
Missouri.
So,
All right.
It's actually pronounced Missouri.
Tom is wanting us to jump right into this with, and we're not going to do any bantering anymore. So we're going to jump into.
It
The
just got
Long
real
Game.
weird.
The Long Game, written by Russell T. Davis, directed by Brian Grant.
Davies.
I do it every time. No, I don't
Every
know why. I don't
fucking
know why.
time with you.
Every
It
fucking
originally
time.
air dated May 7th of 2005.
Yeah, it was definitely aired in 2000.
This episode. Yeah, guys.
It was
The long game?
episode.
Yeah, the long game.
So I thought that it was funny that the doctor was like his typical douchebagish self and was like, oh, is he your boyfriend? And then he's like making fun of her and he's like, oh, it's like a first date. And I don't know, man, it just got real. Yeah. What?
Steven, how's your dick doing?
both Casey and Tyrell at the same time.
See what you were doing? You were literally stroking at an imaginary 2-foot-long dick that was in your lap.
You had a fucking seizure or something.
I know, dude. I did that on purpose. Because I didn't know if you guys were watching Tom or just looking at the screen in general, and just to see your guys' reaction. It was fucking hilarious. I loved it. Go on, Tom. Sorry, I got distracted.
Oh man. But no, he was doing like the same thing he had been doing, like, oh, is this your boyfriend? And blah blah blah. And he's like, oh, this is gonna be your first date. And then she's like, you're gonna get smacked. And then he just like shuts the fuck up.
Listen,
I just thought-
only reason Adam was on the TARDIS because he's kind of mildly cute. That's the only reason he's on there.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's why, like, yeah. Yeah, you're pretty cute. Yeah.
That's why. That's the only reason why.
Honestly, when I started watching this, I completely had forgotten who the fuck he was. I was like, who is this guy? Why is he here? I don't understand.
I had a break in between that. I had a break in between those episodes, and that was the same thing. Same thought crossed my mind. I was like, wait, who the fuck is this person? I don't remember this person being on the TARDIS, and then I had to remember the reason why.
One of Area 51 shit, right?
Yeah.
The billionaires, yeah, basement.
We do get Simon Pegg in this episode, though. So
True. I always love seeing Simon Pegg in anything that he does.
And I like actors that have become more famous when they were younger, not as famous in Doctor Who. That's really fun to see and see how their acting's evolved and become better.
Yeah.
Like when you
he was like a warlock in Charmed one time.
And Criminal Minds, pretty much every single person ever big has been on Criminal Minds.
Yeah. Are you frowning because you don't know who Rainn Wilson is?
No, I just didn't know he was on that show.
Charmed.
I knew he was on Charmed.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of young big upstarts that were on Charmed too. And Ghost Whisperer with Jennifer Love Huge Tits.
Oh god.
Classy.
Oh, Jennifer Love.
I'm gonna reference this exact moment. And next time I call you white trash, and you try to tell me that you're not.
What? That was when I was younger. I only say that now when I'm older because that's how I referred to her when I was younger.
Okay, side note. The other day, I had to get an Uber home from the place where I had brunch because I drank a bunch of mimosas. And the person that came and picked me up was driving a PT Cruiser, and we got in it, and my friend was like, every time I'm in a PT Cruiser, all I can think about is my grandma. That was the car that she had. And I was like, girl, like, why the fuck was your grandma driving a pussy titty cruiser? Because that's what I always called them. Like, everyone where I was from called them a pussy titty cruiser because they were just like fucking weird and gross and like just fucking bizarre. Like, who designed that? And so Jennifer Love Huge Tits, like every time I'm like, oh, there's a pussy titty cruiser. Same thing. So I get it.
Makes sense.
And back in the day of the Ghost Whisperer days, she had some. I mean, she still has knockers, but like.
I mean, they were tits.
But compared to her size within the show, like I don't know, whatever. The comparison, the proportions were just not. Whatever.
Okay.
Like every week thing with Steven. It's fucking tangents with Steven. Stangents.
Oh, it's tangents now. Okay, well, Casey's just as fucking bad. She goes off on this fucking wild goose chases too.
Well, we got to see Simon Pegg. We also got to see a giant prolapsed anus with teeth.
Yep.
That was cool.
The mighty Dragrafel with just a prolapsed anus. It was a very. Are you looking at my notes over my shoulder? Is that what you're trying to do?
I was just getting comfortable.
It's
Man, I got no more like details on this episode because it was just a crap
It
episode.
was not a
Adam's a
great.
fucking douchebag. Like I mean, like there was like some cool stuff with them like doing whatever they do, but it was a dumb fucking episode for me.
Who
So
was the
yeah.
Where was the Bad Wolf reference? Does anyone know? I can't
I was
remember.
about to ask if
Yeah,
anyone caught
it's
it.
the corporation.
The
Bad Wolf.
Face of
Yeah.
Bo Corporation, the TV channel, and the Face of Bo's getting ready to give birth.
Ah, that is right.
This
That is right. That is right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
that's where it's at.
this is the pre-episode to a latter episode.
Which,
Bad Wolf
uh,
episode.
anyway, you also got Casey had a couple of things. She said it felt very classic Who.
Yeah, like when you first saw them sit down, like all of them in the circle with the girl in the chair, and like they all had to put their hands on like the little like burp, and the head opened up, and it was like, zzz, like all those.
Oh,
Wow,
sound
you should be
effects.
in the sound.
Sound effects you should make the sound effect.
It's a good thing we got these sounds on our podcast.
Anyway, that felt very much like Who from the 60s or 70s or classic, whenever.
I would say 70s. I feel like
Because-
70s Who.
Yeah, it's just like it was obviously very low budget. They were trying to make it super sci-fi. Somebody made that like set out of Play-Doh, obviously, and like they were just doing the best with what they had.
Like,
Yeah, it was.
graphically and stuff, I didn't really have like a lot of issues with it. The fucking episode itself was just not there for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I got a
didn't-
very it didn't do nothing for me either. I had to take notes when I was watching it just so I could have something to talk about during this podcast because I knew.
Do you feel that I feel like the actual storyline really isn't that bad? Like had it been done like last year or the year before, it would have been like a nice good plot twist because they would have been able to do a better job with all of the things. No?
I feel like if
I
they
don't
just
know.
got rid of Adam.
Satellite.
It
Satellite
would've-
down to like the 100.
And
It's like spinning.
the problem with this
It's
episode
so hot.
is that later on. Now that I've watched further on, I know what's coming later on. I'm like, oh, this was just a shit episode. They did it better in the next couple episodes afterwards. Like, oh, then this is what you guys were trying to do. You just fucked up, and you didn't know what you
Did they
had.
do like a redo?
It's
Basically?
kind of the same thing a little bit.
Little bit.
Yeah, you get the same. You're on satellite 5 again, so that's why.
Yeah, sure.
It had a very creepy medieval vibe to it, but it was set in a futuristic setting, and I didn't get that.
What made you get medieval vibes?
Just the way it was filmed, I guess, and the way I just got a medieval vibe to it. Like it was
Okay.
very like junky looking, like it run down, like you wouldn't see, but it was set in this futuristic like thing. It just wasn't like, well, okay, Max. go ahead and-
Max, what are you doing, buddy?
Let's
He's like,
just
"I'm
say
trapped."
that when they do the episode later on and Jack Harkness is in it, it's a way better episode.
Yeah, 100. Max hit my fucking.
It's fine.
But it just I don't know. It like there's just not a whole lot to it. And I don't know. Are we the three watching ourselves on YouTube again?
Possibly.
I think so. I actually wrote down this butthole looking motherfucker comes down looking all scary like bitch, please, you ain't scary. You're fucking just a butthole.
Yeah, I thought it was a pimple and then it popped, but
Yeah.
I mean I was watching with my kids, so I didn't go prolapse butthole. I went pimple route.
Yeah.
Casey had another point where she said this was literally the 2016 election
What were the things they were saying though?
because of what they were
They were
doing. Like
This
the
one
Yeah.
person is control of.
they're
They were
manipulating
using it
people's
as
minds.
like
Yes.
Yeah.
they control. They're the media. They're controlling anything that's coming out of this. You're listening to what they're telling you. You're just gonna believe all of it. No, somebody said a specific line that I was like, oh my god. Did you not write the line down?
I did not.
Okay.
You said it was something about the Koch brothers is all in charge of media. Casey joke. So I just
Great.
That's all I wrote
In-
down.
That's how I do mine. too.
Insert line
Me
here.
smart.
Tyrell,
I-
you're not
funny
supposed to hold the
here.
sign. Oh shit.
Last night's kind of a blur to me. We watched them just last night.
It was like it felt very much like what actually happens in the United States. Like one set of people with all the money controls all of the messages because they control all the media outlets and like everybody that is like getting all of this information from those outlets, like what else do you have to believe? Like this is what's being given to you, so therefore
So
that's what you
did you
assume.
catch that line in The Boys then with Stormfront where she's like, Homelander's
We
like,
haven't
they
watched
love
that part. We're only in like episode 2.
No, you had to have because you
Okay.
knew what I was talking about in that episode, like in that part. But there's
No,
this line. Just
they
watch
haven't
for
watched it.
then,
They haven't
'cause
got to it.
That's
I
season
know
I
what
just
two.
line
gotta
you're
tell you,
talking
I gotta
about.
tell you the line because it links to exactly what you're saying. But she's like, he's like, I have 50 million people that love me, and she's like, yeah, but I have 5
5
million
million.
people that are a mob. Like
She's like,
they're
you.
gonna do what I fight. Like
That you may have 50 million people who love you, but I have 5 million. I have a 5 million strong
I have
army
an
or
army
something
of
like
5
that.
million people, yeah. And so like, and that's the truth to like certain things as well too. Is you can have 50 million people that love you all day long, but you got 5 million people who are willing to go out there and burn fucking something down. Like that's gonna be way more powerful than having people like you every day of the week. So I thought that because you're talking about the reference to that, I thought that one fit in pretty well.
Overall, this
I feel like it had a good message.
Okay.
That's it.
There also as I was editing previous podcasts, there was a line of multi-sex in there, so they were pushing that little sex thing that they were before when we were
When you
talking
say
about
sex,
Lady
do you mean
Christina.
gender?
Yes, but they say multi-sex in there.
Okay.
Is what they say. In
I
multi-sex
was trying to
life
figure out
forms.
what you were meaning.
No, they actually say it in there, like man, woman, multi-sex is what they say. So they were still kind of pulling that transgender thing that they had done previously with Lady Cassandra. So
Again, very early on too. So yeah.
Yeah. So just something like that.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting at. And that was my main note about the doctor was like he's still that like controlling 90s dude who's like, oh, is this your first fucking date? Like, oh, is he your boyfriend? Like saying those stupid things that he's been like inserting in throughout like each one of these episodes, like, oh, Mickey, like Mickey, like, and then now it's Adam, and then it's gonna be Jack, and then it's gonna be and so like he's doing those little like pokes and jabs and stuff like that. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
So you think the doctor's super childish?
No, I think he's trying to say he's super into Rose.
Yeah, he likes Rose a lot, but he's very but he is childish about how he's taking it. It's like a right. It's like a little boy when they come up and like be mean to a girl. It's because they typically like the girl. They're just too stupid to fucking do it the right way.
God, if we could still do that,
Yeah.
be in a bar and just walk up to a girl, and go, she's like, stop it, and that's how you know, convey that. Hey,
I feel like you definitely could still do that. You just like after you do it, just be like,
I'm sorry. I pulled out a chair from the girl I liked and then got suspended for it. So no, I'm not gonna do that again.
Don't do that.
She was hot, by the way, in case we're talking about exes again, or you know anything.
Great.
oh, is that what we're going to it again? Anyway, this one ranked 81 out of the 250 stories of Doctor Who. I don't think it should have.
Okay, is he stroking that 2-foot dick again?
Why did it get so dark in there?
I don't think it should have rated that.
Sorry.
High. I think it's probably,
that was high of a rating.
in my opinion, this is probably a. Oh God, I'm getting a
100.
3 out of a 10 episode, so I'm gonna guess this son of a bitch should be in the last like
Out of 250, it should be like 251.
249. Yeah.
I was gonna say if this is like number 89, like what the fuck does 220 look like?
That's classic stuff, probably.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's further back in the realm for me. I didn't even rate it because it's further back.
Yeah, this is just a. I was not looking forward to watching these 2 episodes whatsoever.
Yeah.
Just because I knew what they were, and it's a slog to get through them. It really was.
Yeah.
And on that, let's move on to Father's Day. Written by Paul Cornell, directed by Joe Aaron. I'm just gonna say that. It aired the May
Heron.
a heron. It aired Ahern. Joe Ahern.
Ahern.
It aired May 14th of 2005.
Tom's the only one that thinks I'm funny anymore.
It was good. It was good.
Because
It was a
Scatters
dad
is focused
joke.
on other
It's
stuff
a
right now.
dad joke, Casey.
He's Scatters is focused on our 3 viewers. I'm one of them, Scatters.
Yeah,
Don't worry
and
about it.
he's like fucking with his filters too. You didn't tell me there were filters on this thing. You're putting me out here on blast. My
It's
phones are
not.
giving-
There's not filters. It's a
isn't
capture. It's a
Snapchat,
It's a logic capture software that like through my
It's the what?
the logic capture.
The name of his
Yeah,
thing.
it's a fucking filter.
Yeah. In any
Yeah.
event, yes.
I can
this
adjust
episode-
image quality, Casey, because default showing on cameras are dog shit.
I know. Do you see my feed right now?
I think I look great right now.
I don't see
What
your
you
feet.
trying to say, dickbag?
Yeah, you look awesome because I can see 2 of you. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So in this episode, they traveled back to the 7th of November, 1987, the day that Rose's dad was hit by a car and died.
Yep.
Good episode.
Kind of shit going on right there
This episode, I have.
with the death dragon.
What is with the
Look,
gas
this
I got going on right now? I'm like belching like a fucking my first beer ever in my life right now. What's going on?
this episode's definitely better than the last episode.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Agreed.
No, it's not.
No,
This
it is.
episode long, and I wrote down here. My only feeling after this was over was thank God it's over.
Yeah, yikes.
Some terrible flying around of dragons. I'll give you that.
It
The whole like
6 points.
bestiality. What's that thing when you fuck somebody in your family?
Incest.
Yeah.
It
Yikes.
is only good the last 10 minutes. It's only 10 minutes I enjoy this episode. Is when it gets real touchy-feely and they actually do the good like storytelling. I'm like, yeah, this is good. Then other than that, I was just like, this is boring and just sad. Yes, she fixed points. She gets to talk to her dad, all that fun fucking shit, all that. But there's no sustenance really to it for me for some reason. I don't
There's
buy it.
2 things that I got from this episode.
You're a father, so I can understand some differences here.
The first one, no. I'm not a big fan of the episode, but I mean like having watched him like see his dad and like he realizes like she's like, yeah, you did all this stuff, and he's like, yeah, that's not me at all.
I did catch that one too. Yeah.
I thought that part was kind of funny. I was like, oh, okay, that's good. But no, the 2 things I got from this was the doctor actually dies in this episode. And he dies because he has to, because he knows that whatever. But in doing so, in doing all of that, the one thing that the doctor did was, and this has been reflected somewhat in some of the things that we've talked about in the past episodes, but he basically says that he knew what needed to be done. So remember the Slovene episodes where I was saying like he specifically knew what needed to be done, and he says in that one part, he's like, I knew, and then he asks, Rose's mom for permission or whatever. But in this same episode, he did the same thing. He's like, I know what needed to be done, but sometimes he just wants the humans to figure it out. And I thought that was pretty cool because, again, although it wasn't this like great episode, it was a character episode for Rose specifically to get better and to know what, like, at some point she's got to realize I have to do something, or somebody else other than the doctor needs to do something. And I thought that that's what they were trying to portray in this episode a little bit, which is what made it a little different for me. But still, not like the greatest episode. Like, it was boring. Like the drag or the whatever the fuck they were coming down, the time demons were so terrible. It wasn't even funny. And then like running, and then again. It was like Austin Powers. Yeah, it was like they were like half as intelligent as Dementors. They were like mentally challenged Dementors. But it was like an Austin Powers Dementor.
It's the Dementors Bureau of Investigations, and they failed the mental.
It's like Rick and Morty when the fucking dude comes up and he's like, "What is this?" And he throws down the gun thing that he's got or whatever. The time.
The doctor should have known what was going on when she couldn't save him the first time. Like,
You
you don't get
did,
you get one chance
though.
at this. And are you eating fucking Big League Chew like it's candy?
Yeah.
Because it's bubble gum.
Nope.
It's not.
It's fucking bubblegum, Case.
Oh my god. That reminds me.
Heck is called.
Sponsored by Gobstoppers. No, I'm just kidding.
Big League Chew. She's literally eating like it's like
You're not
it's candy.
you're not swallowing it, are you?
Yep, eating it like it's candy, buddy. Like it's candy.
Well, it's gum.
Nope.
I stopped swallowing gum many
I
years
can't
ago.
hear you. Oh, what is going on? Oh, my fucking headset died. Hold on.
Yes, let's make fun of Scatters time.
Yeah.
This is why you don't touch the audio, kids.
We
Oh,
always
that-
make fun of. We
Yes.
always make fun of scatters though. So how's this different than any other time?
It's not. But
Big scat.
the
Scatty,
if
skitty,
she
scat.
couldn't do it
Flatters.
the first time,
Yeah.
and the second time when she goes and saves him, you can just see the look of utter anger on his fucking face. And then he calls her a stupid ape the next scene. You're like,
Mhm.
yeah,
He was real rough on her.
Yeah.
And then he turned around and was real rough on fucking Jackie too. It's
Yeah.
the only time I'm going to say this, you're going to shut up and sit down, Missy.
but that's the only way
Who
you're gonna
the
get through
fuck are
Jackie.
you?
That's the only time you're ever gonna get through Jackie.
No,
anyway.
I don't
never-
care. You don't
gotta
fucking talk to
manhandle
me like that.
Jackie.
I don't fucking care. No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I mean,
He went all rammy on her.
he did. Pete figures it out that he's supposed to die.
Yeah.
Like, he figures everything out. Like, it was just don't touch the baby. Paradoxes.
Right. And that whole baby thing, like, he was passing her off. Like, Rose didn't have to touch the baby. She could have backed up and been like, nope, not for me. That's what I do every time. I've been doing it my whole life. That Rose couldn't figure it out one time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stupid.
No, there was a lot of really dumb, slow progression with this
Yes.
episode.
Very-
I took a nap.
Yeah,
right in the
Casey fell
middle.
asleep during it.
Yep.
Yeah. I agree though. Just wasn't all
Yeah.
that good.
Casey said that she kind of likes that the doctor's an asshole.
Yeah.
She liked that.
I feel
She
like
kind of
I'm-
likes the Capaldi, Eccleston assholey doctor. She's
I
really a
don't
big
know.
fan of that one.
I could take it or leave it. If he's talking to me like an idiot, no.
I wrote down here in my notes, Rose touches the baby and fucks the whole plan. Of course she does. Just because it's Rose, she's got to fucking do something every time.
She touched the audio.
Yep, she touched the audio. I actually have down here, this is just an absolute shit episode until the last 10 minutes. I just was not.
I mean, I get it.
Okay.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot to it. It was super slow, and there just wasn't a lot of goodness to it.
There's
So
a lot of love, and you can see that her dad, like, and seeing everything, and even even Jackie realizes it's Rose at the end. Like, it's a really like touching episode if it's the first time you ever watched it.
That was the first time I ever watched it, and it was trash.
well, but that's why I said there was a lot of development for specifically a couple of characters, like the things that Rose did, and then how she got through to her mom, because Jackie changes throughout the next episodes because of this episode and because of that, and like even the point in what is it, Bad Wolf or whatever, when she's like yelling at her mom, that was me, like, those different things that kind of like set that off. So Rose's character changes because of it, although it was terrible, like in the end. Like, yeah, it's still a better episode than fucking Adam. The Long Game.
Dude, we got, buddy.
Were you touching the balls just now, Tyrell?
No, I want to see. I knew you were gonna have a hard mic. You such a.
That's
I
what's
thought you weren't
available.
going
That
gay.
is not
How's that WAP feel?
dumb hard liquor. Oh, it's wet ass. It's wet ass.
Wait, I thought you weren't going gay. Why you got a hard mic over there?
What's wrong with a hard mic? Every single person here fucking downs White Claws like
Nobody
it's
said
fucking
anything.
candy.
You got some macaroni in a pot.
You are exactly right, Steven. We do.
Every single person downs White Claws and Trulies like it's fucking candy, so I don't want to hear shit from a single one of you.
I also
don't.
back it up by drinking straight whiskey.
I don't drink Truly.
If I had like Jameson or something, I would do that.
No.
Hey, you could have had that tonight. I got a whole bottle of Jameson in there and ginger ale. Like, we could have had a just
He's
regular old
got,
party.
you got those Bud Light Bud Light
Ooh.
what?
I got some
Seltzers?
Bud Light Platinum seltzers
Yeah.
the other day that are 8%
They're
alcohol.
seltzers with a dick.
They got some hard.
Well, the big hard dick.
They got that big dick Rick energy.
I had to steal this cord from my nephew because I gave it to him. Well, I gave it to him earlier to charge his tablet, and he's been on it. He's been on it for like fucking all day, so it's still at 50%. And he's like, "It's gonna die," and I'm like, "Buddy, I will give it back to you, or your tablet dies. Don't worry."
No, you won't. You're gonna play video games after this. So it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but my headset will actually charge to the point to where I can just unplug it and give it back to him.
But I don't know what to say about this episode. It's a good.
I like it just because it starts it's a very basic and very simple explanation of fixed point in time.
Yeah.
Like it can this is something that can't be changed, and this is what happens if you change. Like it shows there all these episodes show the Doctor being able to basically do anything and everything until this episode, and it's like, hey, even the fucking Doctor has restrictions. Like it did get me wondering too after I rewatched it. I'm like, I wonder how, like, does the Doctor know all the fixed points or doesn't he? Because there's episodes where it's like he doesn't know the fixed point. You would think so, but
it's like the Umbrella Academy, how there's like certain things have to happen, like JFK getting killed.
And I feel like with fixed points, like there would be things that you could do or not do that would change whether or not something even became a fixed point. Right?
Yeah.
Because until someone chose to shoot JFK, that moment didn't need to be a fixed point.
Yeah.
that just opens up a can of worm conversations of like, is the fixed point the chain reaction of fixed points? Like, does that person something have to happen in their life to make them want to shoot JFK, which will in turn make JFK shooting a fixed point? Like a fixed point after a fixed point after a fixed point to like.
Yeah, haven't you watched Twilight? Alice, she just once it's been decided, then you know.
I'm not watching Twilight right now. What are you talking about?
You're watching Twilight.
You're watching Twilight. You don't know my life.
God damn it, I was Team Edward, okay?
Yeah.
Everything was supposed to turn out fine.
You would be a Team Edward, dude.
I only said that because he's pale.
I know. Did anybody get the Bad Wolf sighting of the week?
For that one?
For this
I honestly watched it like this episode like a week ago, so I can't remember off the top of my head. But I
watched it last night.
I think there is one. I think there is one in there. I swear to God, I think there's one.
Can you tell us where the Bad Wolf sighting of the week was on this one, please?
Got 3.
Oh, we only got 3 viewers. Oh,
And I'm one of them, and I don't even have a chat feature.
Wah.
I don't have a chat feature because apparently I gotta create a channel in order to have a chat. I didn't know that was a thing, but okay.
You just have to have a YouTube account.
Yeah.
No, it says create a channel.
Account. No.
I'm already a YouTube account.
Well,
It says create a
You are a
channel,
YouTube
and
account.
it says create a channel to join the chat. It's literally what it says right here.
I'm not gonna disagree
God,
with you.
Tom,
Don't.
you're so old.
Yeah, this is true. My brother turned 30 today. That is my youngest brother turned 30 today.
Did you
Yes,
make
I am.
a Google account, Tom? With your, because once you make an account on YouTube, that is your channel. Like,
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think you're just doing something wrong.
Not logged in?
No, I'm logged in. I don't know.
Well, he's
it's not a
not
big deal.
stoned this time, so that's probably part of the reason why.
Possibly.
It's like, I don't know. I was just trying to make a TikTok, and now they're asking me for comments.
Is there even chat on YouTube right now? Like,
Oh,
oh, we lost that one.
No, you didn't lose me. Max just kind of
Okay.
rolled over and took over my camera.
Come here, baby. Get out of there. Come on. Come around.
Looking up.
Max.
I don't see it. There's 3 viewers.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I got something in my butthole. My buttholes.
Butts.
Casey, stop pegging him mid podcast.
I just had to lay the cable.
That's a good time.
Oh,
Oh God. Mm.
yeah, is that good?
What's up, buddy?
Porter by Four Peaks is pretty good.
Are you one of those pumpkin latte chicks?
Oh, he doesn't.
No, I
Right,
just
you're
like
fine.
pumpkin.
What are you
beer
looking for?
For like a couple months. I
Ugh.
need to drink. It's actually pretty good.
Hmm.
Gotta get on that stuff. Okay. So, okay, I'll give it a second. Scatters is messing with his nephew. We think it's his nephew. I don't know if it's sure. He might just
Did
like
you kidnap someone?
kidnapped a kid.
Hey.
Is there like a
Hi.
We do not support kidnapping on this channel.
We're looking for a weird dude with green hair. He might have kidnapped a child. Anybody know him?
Shut up. Bro, so funny story is when I had to pick him up from school today, and like
In your windowless van.
I went up,
You
I
put him
w-
in the basket on the back.
like I went up to go pick him up, and my sister gave me very little instructions on how to pick him up, and so I'm like walking on to where this pre-K school whatever is, and like
Couldn't you just get in
Bro,
line?
it's
You just
COVID.
wait.
no, because there's you go in there and you could like he's like
You can pay for any kid you want.
he's at the point his schooling we can pick up
Like
between
a
like
Spot Mart of kids.
Yes.
usually there's a line, but like we got there earlier than most people do, and like I'm walking onto this little campus on the outside, and I'm like, I don't feel comfortable just walking onto school grounds at all, like in any way, shape, or form.
For 2 reasons. Hey,
I don't like I'm because I'm walking.
are you a red dot?
No, like I'm walking up to the school aimlessly. Like I don't
Also-
really know what I'm doing.
How are you gonna
No.
be the single mom if you're there too early, bro?
I don't fucking bro. Shut up. I just wanted to pick up my nephew. Well,
It's to everybody, Steven. It's okay.
so my sister tells me to walk. Like she texts me, and I'm like, "Where the fuck am I supposed to go?" And she's like, "Just walk through the playground gate to a certain door." And I'm like, I'm not really feeling comfortable walking onto the playground, like just in the middle of school time. Like it was the like.
I really gotta take a pee, so it's even more dangerous.
Shut up. I didn't have a fucking erection, you weirdos. No, so like
But okay, you had an erection. Now it's even.
I
weirder.
said I didn't, you weirdos. But like I'm walking onto these school grounds and I'm a little early, so I'm like the only one, which is what's making me feel a little uncomfortable, because anyone looking on the outside in, just watching some dude walk around aimlessly, like, and she had me take a picture of the school to show her where I was at, because I'm like, is it this school? And she's like, I don't know where you're at, so just take a picture. And I'm like, oh fuck. So I like had to stand outside and I took a picture. I'm like, all right, this is not gonna look well. So like
I'm sorry, you didn't think to just like take a fucking screenshot of your location?
Bro, she didn't know what the address was. She just knows where it's at, like photographic
Oh.
memory style. Like she, like if I sent her the
Casa Grande,
address,
she doesn't
no,
know
it's not
where
Casa
this
Grande.
school is.
It's not Casa Grande. It's up in
Okay.
Chandler.
Okay.
You could drive up to Chandler to get your nephew, but you can't drive over here and drink fucking alcohol with the rest of us, huh? That's fine. You can still borrow somebody else's car. You
I had to
can lick
pick up my
butt.
nephew. I had to pick up
Anyways,
my
this
nephew.
story is getting good, and we're getting viewership because of it.
Anyway, like so like after I took the picture and she tells me it's the right school, I'm like, okay, well now I got to walk up to the school after I just got done taking a picture to try and figure out what door to walk, because there's 3 different doors. They do like a 7 through 12.
You took the picture like this,
You
like,
know?
ah!
Well, so like
Like Christelia.
as I'm walking up, she's like, go through the playground gate and wait for him there. I'll let him know you're there. And I'm like, I don't really feel comfortable just walking onto a playground and just sitting down and waiting for a little kid to come out, or kids, whoever's picking up. So
Did you
like
have that candy?
I was
Hey, can
standing.
you send me a clip of this audio so I can just like, I
Shut
don't know,
up.
make some shit
I
out
was
of it?
standing outside the playground door with like texting her, and some dude opens the door. He goes, "Hey, can I help you?" Like looks at me like I knew he would, and I'm like, he's like, I was like, I'm here to pick up my nephew, but I have no clue what I'm doing, because my sister didn't really give me, much instructions. And he's like, well, and he's like, okay, he's like, just go through that gate, and then I'll let him know you're here. And then, everything went smoothly after that. But I was just like, I'm like, I am so glad that I am done with this the one time, so I know exactly what to do the next time, and I'm not gonna look so fucking awkward about picking up a kid at school.
So you know how to pick up the next kid. That's good. Now you know how to do
You'll
it right.
still look awkward picking up a kid at school. Don't worry.
I'll be fine the next time because I'll know where the fuck to go. I just didn't know where to go, and there was like 3 different doors, and I'm like, it wouldn't have been so bad if I didn't just have to stand there and take a picture for my sister to know that I was at the right school. Like, I even told her the address. She's like, I don't know, just send me a picture. I'm like, God damn it.
You know, unfortunately, I cannot edit this out, right?
I don't
Honestly,
know how
I'm fine with it. Like, I was the one just telling a normal story. You fuckers were the one making it fucking weird.
I don't know how we got to here or how we get out of here, but if we can start that process.
Give me a second.
We just segued to somewhere else.
Oh
yeah,
man.
the segue master.
Hey, who's our 3 viewers? Does it show you?
Doo-doo-doo.
Like, does it actually show you who's viewing? Because like, I never understand that about Twitch. Twitch doesn't show.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
Twitch is like, you got 3 viewers, and there's like 9 names listed, and you're like, okay,
yeah,
so do I
dude,
have
it's
3 or 9 or
it's dog shit. Twitch is dog shit when it comes to like trying to like let you like updates on numbers are just so there's no basis to whatever they have. Even the numbers in the like dashboard of your analytics for your channel on Twitch, literally there's no basis of where those numbers come from or where they go. So like you can't even like judge those numbers accurately. It's just
so you can't
complete
do
crap.
that on here. Or no,
You can't. Well, YouTube has something to it. I haven't used it enough to kind of get everything down. Like I can look up right now and see participants, but it doesn't show anyone in the chat. Now I don't understand. Well, I don't. I know that. I see that, but I don't understand if it means participants as in like if you were to do a multi-stream into the channel, or if it's participants of who's participating in chat. Like I don't know it, the whole ins and outs of it just yet. I just know to click the live button and we're going live and broadcasting. That's all that matters. We have 545 listeners, so there should be more people showing up to these, but granted this is our second time doing this live broadcast type of thing.
And we didn't promote it whatsoever.
And which we should, because it is
I should get on Snapchat.
It is the oh my god, no. It's the perfect opportunity for our listeners to actually join us and talk.
3 different socials at this point.
Oh, I mean yours and whose else?
Works.
Social security numbers or
You're not managing this one at all because you ain't sending shit out. So fuck
Oh.
we do not support domestic violence.
I think Casey does a great job with the WhoHighPodcast socials.
Posting? Yeah, she does a phenomenal job at that.
I'm not saying that she hasn't. There has been a lack of thereof the last like week or two, but you know, prior weeks.
Maybe teach you, delegate some of the responsibility of managing the social media.
So you want to put social media back on my plate of as well as hosting, editing, and setting all this stuff up. And
Bitch, we're all the hosts.
Casey,
yeah, okay, yeah.
the way Casey said that, bitch, please, we all knows.
We are so far off topic.
It's not a WhoHighPodcast if it was.
Off topic.
Off topic. Off topic chats and school pickups.
And Father's Day.
Missouri.
Damn, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of looking forward to Galley. I mean,
Well, I will tell you off mic what. I will tell you off mic.
get pussy outside of Galley, Casey.
No, it's not about pussy. I'll tell you off mic about something that will be happening that same weekend. Or
Gotcha. Gotcha.
This one ranked 29th out of 250.
Because there weren't any buttholes.
Because I don't understand how it ranked 29th. Because evidently every fucking Doctor Who fan has a sense of nostalgia for their father. I guess.
It's like
I
the
don't know
only
how-
Father's Day episode, isn't it? Or no, they do one every.
No, I'm just saying that
No,
they
this
ranked it
is-
29th out of that. No, I think
It's
to me
really.
this is a 5 out of 10 episode.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, some character development for me for Rose and some other people within it, but like,
When was that list that you're referencing created?
Yeah.
Like what year?
Like 2014.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Well, but that's quite a few seasons worth of.
That's at least two
Yeah.
seasons.
Yeah.
That it's not even like considering in the rankings.
It's
But also that shit may not have been updated because people don't want to have to re-rank all those fucking episodes plus new ones.
true.
So it's,
You
yeah.
need to put the caveat in there. As of 2014, this episode ranked number 29.
They did it. They did it in 2015.
They did it all the way up through like Capaldi, right?
They
Yeah.
did it all the way, yeah. So it's
Yeah.
Only 15 to
That's
17.
Capaldi and then what Whitaker. Those are the only ones that are missing out of there.
No, I don't.
If
think
that's
so.
20,000, if that's 2015.
It might have just started.
I
It
did
was
it that way
tenant.
because I thought it was a.
I don't know. In any event, it's just not all that great of an episode. So.
What'd you do for your makeup today,
Well, he's
Case?
not in that photo.
He's not gonna be. That's the
So
time.
he
that
wasn't
that's-
included though. That's what I'm
But
getting
there's
at.
episodes of Capaldi in here.
My makeup is
Yeah,
like
what'd you do?
pigmenty stuff. It's just like swipey and supposed to be random.
Ah, gotcha. I didn't see the Instagram post today, so
Gorgeous.
I didn't put one up yet today. So
Hey, send it to me on Snapchat.
Did you
did you turn
reinstall
it
that?
back on?
I was thinking about it today.
just fucking do it, Tom. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't have any friends on there anymore, though. You don't get your account; it deletes everything.
Okay. Well, anybody got? They want to say anything about what they want to rate this episode?
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Maybe a 5 out of 10. The only validity that I have to that episode is a very basic, simple explanation of fixed points in time. That's like my only good takeaway from that episode. Like other than the like, I don't know. Like it is, you know, like everyone always thinks that when you're traveling with the doctor, how like could you go back and save a family member or go see an old family member and stop? Like I'm pretty sure everyone's had that thought of like, why don't the other companions want to do that? And like they show it, and then they show the consequences of it, and then they explain fixed points. So it's like, honestly, I'd probably give it a fucking 4 out of 10 if I'm being honest. It's not the 2 episodes are just the ones 2 episodes we just talked about aren't really all that great.
Nope. So I wasn't looking forward to watching them
Yeah, me neither.
whatsoever. So yeah, I don't have much.
The other news that was really important that happened today is that Ruth Bader Ginsburg died.
Yeah.
We're a Doctor Who podcast. We're not a political podcast. I don't know what
It's not
happened.
political, it's news. Just news.
I know it's just news. Yes, Ruth Bader Ginsburg died today. So vote early and vote often, I guess is what Casey's trying to say.
Not often. That's voter fraud. Vote early and just actually
Vote the correct amount of times to your voting.
which is once.
Uno mas. Wait, that's one more. Uno mas. Okay, you can find me. I'm Tyrell. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram as my Uncle Mark, and
Down when you say it. Do it again.
you can find you realize that we were live right now on YouTube, and you're trying to tell me to slow down.
What?
Do it again.
How long have we been doing this?
Dude, about 50 minutes.
All right.
2 episodes.
Yeah, we're at 105 on my recording. And I
Oh,
started about 11,
Yeah, 53 minutes. Gotcha.
Yeah, we've been there for about an hour. So is that not? Do you want to go longer? Is that what you're telling me?
Eh,
It's about,
We don't want to long game it, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
the truth is more important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said. Anyway, you can find me, Tyrell, at Maniacal Mock on
Also not
Twitter.
helpful.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Maniacal Mock. You can find the podcast at WhoHighPodcast on Instagram and WhoHigh1 on Twitter. You can find us on all of your podcast streaming apps. And I got the email today that we're on Amazon Podcast, which I assumed we already were, but
I thought we were too, but hey.
we're on all your podcast streaming apps. So give us a listen, rate and review us on iTunes. That's how we get sponsors and listeners. So make sure you blow us up on there for us. Give us 5-star reviews. You can email the podcast at WhoHighPodcast@gmail.com. and send us your feedback and listener ideas or just stuff you want us to talk about. Just give us some bullshit. We're there for it.
I'm on Instagram. Casper.Dylan. Okay. Tom?
I am currently
Timodius
pulling
AD on
up
Snapchat.
Timodius AD on Snapchat. I'm not on any social media, so
That's Snapchat now. I
And we have
am xscatters. I'm on Twitch most of the time. Twitch.tv/xscatters. I'm also on all other social media as xscatters as well. YouTube,
YouTube.
Instagram,
No,
Twitter,
your Honky Ass
Facebook.
Cracker.
Yeah, my YouTube is youtube.com/hunkyasscracker, but I do have one that is YouTube X. It's my old gamer tag that I used to run with a long time ago.
Really liked white boys' buttholes.
It's the reasoning I had that is it comes from a Wonder Chosen episode, and it is a black god talking about these people die in this episode, these Muppets or whatever. It was an Adult Swim series or whatever. These people die. There's a black god, and they plead to like, oh, please put the earth back together, and God's like, no, I'm tired of you hunky ass crackers trying to keep the black man down. And me and my buddy around the age of like, I think it was like, fuck it, maybe 13, 14, we're just laughing our asses off at the joke, and that's what I made my gamer tag was hunky ass cracker, and I had that for years. Honestly, I had that gamer tag hunky ass cracker up until like maybe 2 years ago. Maybe.
Are we still live on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh.
But that's why I had it. If you look up the episode Wonder Shows in hunky ass cracker, it'll pop up, and it's fucking hilarious the way it happens. Yeah, I'm on all my social media as X Scatters pretty much. I did the Phase 5 challenge. I was going to talk to you guys about that after stream today, off mic. Yee.
I also am going to start streaming myself as Guided Miscreant. Guided Miscreant. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm going to start streaming as. We're going to stream, I don't know, watch me be bad at video games. And I'll shoot the shit with you. Eventually. As soon as Scatters comes down and helps me set up my Discord server.
Yeah, you honestly, buddy, I'm sorry, but if you're gonna stream, you need to get a CPU tower. You need to get a laptop is not gonna. You're not gonna be able to stream with that. I'm telling you right now. Even at the lowest settings, you need to put 500 away into a small PC, like just something basic.
500? Why do I need 500?
That is the minimal amount that you can use to basically get a good stream going. You're gonna need. I'm telling you, buddy. I'm not gonna be able to set it up, and it's not gonna work right.
Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. Hope everybody got a good, enjoyable experience out of this. And wait,
did you check to make sure they all came?
It's your job. You are the woman of the thing, and you're supposed to make sure the man comes. Do your job.
Did you come, Casey? Did you come?
You're the worst.
I know. I try to be.
Did you come, Casey? That's all that matters.
She never does. It's a race, and I'm gonna win it. Checkered flag every time.
Casey's right. You are the worst.
That you call me?
All right. And that's been another exciting episode of WhoHighPodcast. See you guys next time.
Later.
Bye.
Did you turn that shit off, bro?
Turning it off.